Tom, welcome. Good to have you with us. So you call it 24 hours of conversation on a bench. Tell us about what it is you're doing, the vision behind it, and what you're hoping to accomplish.
Yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to share about can you imagine sitting on a bench for 24 hours? And we're going to have 70 CEOs doing that coming up on October 9 and 10, and really having the opportunity to raise awareness about what homelessness really is, and be able to share some of the stories of really seeing people overcome the challenges that they have in living on the streets, experiencing homelessness, to be able to talk about what are the issues that really underlie this, what's really an epidemic of homelessness in the United States today, and how are we as Christians to respond to that and be able to bring help and healing in the midst of it.
You talk about underlying reasons. So homelessness doesn't always get the coverage it deserves, and it often involves addiction and mental health. Can you tell us more about the ministry of Citygate Network and why you believe working to end homelessness is central, it's core to the gospel?
Yeah, I think the Citygate Network really has been around for over 120 years, and it really was people who wanted to live out their faith and saw those that were really struggling with addiction, mental health issues, alcoholism, those kinds of things way back in the 1800s that said, how can we respond with the love of Christ? And Citygate Network was really started with that vision. And so we have rescue missions and ministries that help those that are aging out of foster care or trafficking, many of those that are the vulnerable populations, those that are marginalized, and being able to just live and love like Jesus to those folks who often have nobody who's reaching out to help them.
Yeah. So, of course, Washington, D.C. has a large homeless population and has been in the news recently as the National Guard cleared out the homeless encampments. Tom, can you talk about the balance between community safety and what some have criticized as an approach that compounds the problem?
Yeah, and we certainly are concerned about safety and at-risk behaviors. And really one of the things is looking and saying, is it about policy or is it about people? And is it about criminalization or is it about compassion? And we certainly want to ensure that there are policies that provide protection and safety for people. But at the same time, recognizing that many times people that are on the street or experiencing homelessness have burned through their social networks. They've burned through their relationships, and they have nowhere else to go. And that's really where our shelters in missions around the country open up their doors to be able to provide safe places for them that can then create safe places in communities.
Tom, we just have a few seconds left. Can you talk about ways that people can get involved, whether they participate in the conversation or they support your effort?
Yeah, we'd love it. You can go to conversationsonabench.org and you can look up the more than 70 different cities and communities that are sponsoring this conversation. And you can watch it via Facebook or YouTube. You could also even go down to the mission and sit on the bench and have a conversation with the local CEO. You can also volunteer in a rescue mission or continue to give. 95% of what our missions do from a funding standpoint is all through private philanthropy and charity.
All right.
And so a number of ways to help.
Tom Vries with Citygate Network, thank you so much for being with us this evening, and best wishes on the 24 hours on a bench.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, John.